In this section of Podcasting 101, the 6 simple steps to get you started, we're going to talk about step 3, which is recording. In this particular section, we're going to talk about pre-production. We're going to talk about your environment. We're going to talk about the act of recording and your production, as well as your post-production, and then we'll wrap it up. So let's dive right in to pre-production. So you've decided to commit to your vision and embark on the podcasting adventure. Congrats! You decided on the best process and acquired the right gear for that method. Awesome! Now it's time to prepare your recording. You've already decided what your primary subject is. Now it's time to outline your first few episodes. You can plan a series, which is great for people who like to binge content, or 4 to 6 independent episodes, whatever you've decided. And there are 2 main approaches to this step. 1, create a basic outline for your primary subject, subtopics, bullet points, and conclusion. Or 2, write a detailed script that you follow explicitly. So I prefer the outline approach. It allows for impromptu flow of thought and conversation while providing a guardrail to keep the episode on track. One is not necessarily better than the other. It's simply preference and what works best for you. Having show notes is also great for search optimization as well as other accessibility features. Additionally, any props or sound effects or wardrobe or other visuals if shooting a video version will need to be acquired, readied, and handy during your prep here. Your recording environment. Once your pre-production is done, the next step is to set up a suitable recording environment. It's important to choose a quiet room with minimal external noise. You can use soundproof curtains or acoustic foam panels to minimize echoes and reverberations off of walls and so on and so forth. Be mindful of ambient noise, airplanes or motorcycles or loud cars, kids playing outside, as well as internal ambient noise like fans or air conditioning and phones. Typically, we go through our day largely ignoring these. However, our microphones will pick up all of this. So be aware and be intentional about what ends up in your recording. It is also recommended to use a pop filter to prevent popping sounds when pronouncing certain words. Finally, make sure to position the microphone at an appropriate distance from your mouth to capture clear audio without any distortion. Recording process. Here are a few things to take into consideration when recording your podcast. Pacing, rhythm, volume, inflections, tone, timbre, overspeak, and distortion or clipping. We will take a deeper dive into these elements in subsequent courses. When recording, it is recommended to speak clearly at a consistent pace. Be mindful of your energy and the energy of your guest. Recording in the afternoon after a big lunch might not be the best idea due to food coma or that afternoon fade. Nor is it a good idea to record all hopped up on caffeine. Don't forget to press record. I'm going to say that one again. Do not forget to press record. It's something very simple that many people have forgotten to press that magic button when the magic started happening and then realized, shoot, I didn't hit record, and they had to start all over again. It's funny after the fact, but it is not funny or fun when it's happening to you. Take breaks if necessary to avoid fatigue and ensure that the audio quality remains consistent throughout the recording. Finally, make sure that you save the recording in a high quality format like WAV or AIFF to preserve the audio quality. These are lossless formats that are not compressed like MP3 files, which will deprecate your quality. Editing and post-production. After the recording is complete, the next step is to edit and refine the audio. This includes removing any unwanted noises or pauses, adjusting the volume levels, and adding any necessary effects like equalization or compression. You can use software like Audacity or Audition to edit the audio, as well as other DAWs that we've talked about previously. Once the editing is complete, export the audio in a compressed format like MP3 or ACC for easy distribution and sharing. At this point, if you're shipping an MP3 because of where it's going online, and there's file format restrictions, usually MP3 is an acceptable format. Conclusion: recording podcast audio can be a challenging but rewarding experience. By following the steps outlined here, you can create high quality content that engages and entertains your audience. Remember, set up a suitable recording environment, prepare a script, press record, and have fun. Yes, you can fix it in post. However, set the intention to capture great quality at the source on the front end and save a significant amount of time during your post-production or editing step. Trust me, after a few sessions of editing out all the you'll quickly see the point. With these tips and tricks, you can create a successful podcast that stands out from the crowd. I look forward to hearing the great podcasts that you create. Thank you for your commitment during this course. And in the next section, we're going to dive into the editing or post-production process of this Podcasting 101, 6 simple steps to getting you started.